Welcome back to the Domino Tapes. Welcome
I
for the
forgot
first time. This is the first time we talk about
Yeah,
it,
we
like
haven't done
when it's just
a
us
Domino
two.
Tapes.
But welcome back. First episode, just us two of the new year. How you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, bro. Like, start off the year.
Well,
That's
well,
actually part of the notes, but
let's just get into it now.
I know. Off rip?
Yeah, off
I
rip.
thought it was gonna be like a.
Nah. I mean, you said it's part. So, 2024.
Yeah.
You knocked off a big like bucket list thing, like right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. But literally the beginning of the year was fire. Like,
Yeah.
going to Atlanta was pretty cool. Going to that event, which is a Passion conference. It
Yeah.
was pretty dope. Really cool experience. And then from there, it was like still training. I was in still training mode over there, but it was like super cold.
Yeah.
But came back immediately, got right back on it, and then yeah, we just went through the
A grueling 13-mile.
yeah, it was.
How
I was
that, bro?
excited, man. Like before the race, I was anxious, and
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't gonna be able to sleep, but surprisingly, I knocked out like at 7 the day before. Woke up at 3, like feeling
At
good.
3.
Yeah, I woke
What
up
time
at
was the event?
the event. You had to be there. My pace time started at 6:30.
So how does that work? So it's like if you're going
It's
after a certain
like-
pace, you start at a different time?
Yeah, exactly. So like the faster guys, they start off first, obviously, because they
Yeah, they don't want anybody in their way, I guess.
type of thing, which
Yeah,
is super
it's
smart.
smart.
And next time I'm choosing a faster time because, like,
If you gotta run through
I ended
people?
up catching up to the guys that were ahead of me, anyways.
Oh, why not?
So
Because that's just
Um,
you. You're just an overachiever. That's just
that's just how I'm built, bro. But now felt good before. I ate a good breakfast. Did a lot of research. Nick Bear, shout out to you, because that guy who monster, bro. Like, I'm gonna show you him later.
Oh
But
yeah,
he's a
I've
beast.
seen his stuff.
He makes running look fun. Like, I'll tell you that. Like, he
Yeah.
makes the most grueling workouts look like super fun.
But that guy's a monster though.
Yeah.
Like,
he
guys-
sponsored the
The
so the day
his
before we had
BPN
like a
stuff.
shake. Yeah. We did like a shakeout run.
A
and
run before the
Vu-
run.
Yeah, so it's
That's
like
crazy.
to keep your legs from not like being asleep the next day. You feel
That's
me? Like,
crazy.
you do a little 5K.
I'll be there at the run before the run.
A little 5K. Vu hosted that.
Yeah.
We did it in the Grove, and I say we because I'm part of the run crew.
You know, Vu run, represent.
Merch right now. You feel me? I had to buy this one, but I had.
It wasn't free.
I did. I had to because I showed you the material.
Yeah.
It's like the
Nah,
material I
it's
love
legit.
on hoodies, like legit. But
Things to keep in
shout out
mind
to
of
Nick
when we do
Bear
our stuff.
because he sponsored like the actual run clothes.
Oh,
So
nice.
like the race day, my race day shirt was the Vu Run Crew shirt,
Yeah.
and it was Vu and then BPM,
Nice.
and then we got like a bunch of stuff from them. So like a water bottle, gels, his Go gels, which are amazing.
Well, you know who uses them a lot? Justin.
Yeah,
Justin,
shout
like,
out Justin,
shout
bro.
out Justin.
Go follow Justin right now, man.
Yeah,
He's-
that man is killing it right now
he's-
with the
he's-
content.
You gotta do an Iron Man, bro. Like, this
For
guy's
real, that guy's a
monster.
beast.
But yeah, he I think he's sponsored by them actually. So
Yeah, he does like
he,
the little
he
stuff.
does his little social media, in the social
But we
media
gotta
game,
get
he
Justin
kinda-
on,
he
dog.
kinda-
I know he'll do it
Yeah, I know.
for sure.
I feel
That
I
guy
feel
hits
like
me up
he'll
like
love to do
I talk to him like almost every day.
it, you know.
Yeah. You know how it is with like just through DM, like you just
Yeah.
send it, like your boy
You're
a
like-
meme. Just keep
But,
in touch. You're just like
So yeah, felt good that morning. I was really worried, bro, because I was
Yeah.
like, I thought I was gonna be too anxious and I wasn't gonna get enough sleep, and that's gonna mess you up for like
yeah.
like actually working out type of thing. But no, got all that done. Spent I was like, I'm gonna get to downtown early. This and that. Spent like an hour looking for parking.
For parking.
Parked in some
Everyone did the
garage.
same thing as you.
And this is important to remember because this is an important factor for later. Parked in like the first garage I found, bucked it to the waiting area, and just started warming up and saw the
Yeah.
guys, saw everybody. We did a quick prayer before the run, and then yeah, the times took off, and run started off good, and I didn't get in my head because
Yeah.
that's what happened. My first race was like a 10K. I
Yeah.
got in my head. I was like, I just took off, and I learned my lesson. And I was 6 miles, and I'm like, this is 13, bro. This
This
is
is
double,
more than double.
more than double type of thing. So, but started off good, man. Felt really good up until like mile 10.
I
And
mean,
that's
mile
where-
10, that's already like,
You feel me?
you're at the end.
Yeah. I'm right there, and like we were talking about it earlier, Venetian was like the hardest part, and
Yeah.
bro, the humidity was coming out because earlier in the morning it was kind of breezy a little
Yeah.
bit, and it was cold, like not cold, but like
Yeah, like
it was like a nice,
chilly, like
yeah, a nice chill. So it didn't feel as hot, but like I guess right when the sun came up, that
Boy, you
humidity,
started
that
feeling-
Miami humidity just kicked in, bro.
got real quick.
And yeah, from 10 to 13, it was like the most grueling
Pain.
pain, physical, mental, spiritual. I'm like looking up, because I was on a fast, a 21-day fast, and one of the things I was fasting was secular music.
Yeah,
So I can only listen to worship. So, but where I recently found out that I love
worship
running
music.
to worship music. So it wasn't that big of a deal, but mile 10 hit, and both of my legs are cramping, my calf is cramping. I'm
Put that
looking,
young
I'm like,
Chimmy
God,
on.
like, bro, whatever you can, bro. Just
Yeah.
help me out, bro. But yeah, kind of mustered through it. Walked a bit towards the end, but no, not too bad.
Yeah.
And the last mile hit, and I was like, nah, I gotta finish, bro.
Yeah.
So I started, picking up the pace, and that just was more grueling on my cramps, and it
Bro.
felt like the last mile would take forever. And then crossed the finish line, felt like a champ,
This
bro.
man just
I was like, you see me on like they show
Just
pictures.
fell.
I'm just like this, and
that's one
you
of the ones
know.
you didn't post, huh? Was
no,
like the
yeah,
ones
I
that
was
you
like, there's so many. There's one picture that I'm like, when did I do that? And I'm realizing, I'm like, oh, this is when the guy caught me cramping. Like,
they how you made cramp in a picture.
yeah, they caught me literally mid cramp. But
Yo.
which is, I'm kind of interested in how they get all those, like
Like who was
how they
taking those
know
pictures?
it's no, like you see them on the course, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's thousands of people, bro. How do you get like they got
Can
so
I-
many pictures?
Can
of
I blow
you.
your mind right now?
What?
They
AI?
like how they know that it's you? Because you have a
No,
a
I know,
number.
but I'm saying like that's a lot of pictures, bro.
It is.
Like to go through.
I mean, you paid for it, so they paid photography.
Oh no, you think those pictures are free?
No,
I
you,
screenshotted that.
no, I know
you
you
have to buy
screenshot it.
those.
I know that.
I was like, that's not, and I'm like, I'm buying, bro. It was like
I know, but I'm
40
saying like they took hella pictures because they gonna make a lot of money off that.
yeah, you know people are gonna.
For one of them, I'm like, yo, you should buy that picture. Like, you gotta frame that.
that was hard. That was the one at the end. Like it's kind of
With the medal?
Like it's not in the picture. Like you look at the picture, like wow, that's a special moment. But the guy's like next.
Like school picture.
Yeah, literally. So
Like, yo, lift your head up, left.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I finished with one of my friends. We both clapped each other up. What's cool about that too, bro, is like the camaraderie within everybody.
Yeah.
Random people are coming up to you like, "Yo, congrats! Like you
Yeah.
did that." And I'm not gonna lie, the comments throughout the race was funny, like from people on the side like cheering you on.
Yeah.
My one favorite that I heard multiple times, like, "Come on, you paid for this. Let's go."
literally.
So
Literally,
in my head,
yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, I did."
You paid for it, so finish.
So that one was cool. Yeah, and everybody just randomly telling you like, "Congrats!" Like
Yeah,
you did this, da, da, da.
Bro, can I tell you a story about one time that I was at one of those? I don't know if I told it on the podcast,
I don't
but
think
what during high school, you know how you gotta do like community service hours?
so. Yeah, was that one of the?
So for the community service hours, just to get like all the ones I needed to get to graduate, I volunteered at the Gables like 5K, and
okay.
I was one of the people like giving out medals at the end.
Yeah.
And then at the end they're like, well, I mean, if you want, you could just you could take some home. Like, we have extras. Bro, yo, I took a picture. I took a picture like, yo, just run this 5K.
Bro,
Oh my God.
shout out to the workers though,
For sure, no facts.
because those people that giving out the water, bro,
Yeah.
those, bro, like the pressure, like,
Yeah, because like, bro, people
And
are
then-
dying, and you gotta
yeah.
give them the water.
and then, like, also people are like, people are kind of mean, bro. Like,
Yeah.
when you're like, they like skip you, grab the water, stuff, whatever. But then I felt bad for the people that had to pick up those cups. Every
Bro,
water station.
what?
Did you
I've
see
seen
the Only in Dade post?
Nah, I
They were
haven't
like-
seen that, but I remember one time. This was like I think last year. It wasn't the Miami Marathon. It was something else. It was another marathon that was here.
Mhm.
It was like along the beach. And
okay.
bro, I remember that day. I just happened to be going to the beach that day. I think we were going to the beach that day.
It was up. You sure?
No, it was. I think it was Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was with Angel. Whatever. We went to the beach, and like there's like only one lane to go to Miami Beach because like they have it blocked off for people to
bro.
run.
What?
So yo, I'm driving and like I'm in bumper to bumper, so I'm like I have no choice but to see people like running, whatever. And I could just see like, bro, a sea of cups,
Yeah, bro.
like of the plastic of the paper cups. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Like I would always try my best to throw it in a trash can, but the one thing that I didn't was like the gels, because I'm taking the gels in like the middle of the run, whatever. So, and then I can see why a lot of these guys like start off with their shirt off, like they just literally don't have anything, no headphones, nothing, because all that stuff becomes like annoying to hold. Like why? So I had the stuff in my pockets, my phone in my hand, I have a water bottle in my
it's just
hand.
you and your thoughts just running.
Yeah, it was just. So I'm like, I think I need to start. That's my next like challenge to myself is
like no music.
Yeah, just straight. It's just hard because I'm like.
But you know, I think what you gotta do, and this is me who have never run a fucking marathon, but I'm giving you advice right now.
I think you should do this,
bro. Just get lost in the sound of footsteps. Like use that to
it is cool,
put yourself in a trance.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because like, well, my AirPods died.
Yeah.
Like towards the end of the race, so like the last 2 miles I didn't have music. It
yeah.
was just, like I tried.
I think that'll make you go like.
Exactly. I was just listening.
Literally just listen to the footsteps and almost like you just stop thinking
like
about
rhythm. It. Yeah, like it just. But yeah. So to kind of end it, yeah, the race felt good.
Yeah. And what happened after? What little surprise
So I'm waiting for because a couple people went there to see me like towards the finish line, but they couldn't get in because the traffic to get into downtown was crazy, and then to find parking after that. Right. So I waited around a bit. I'm cramping like while I'm waiting. Say hi to them. My phone dies. So a few of them are like, oh, we'll walk you to your car. But I felt bad because halfway there, I'm like, I don't remember where I parked. But I'm like, I know I'm in that area. Like, an area that I was completely wrong too. But like, so I felt bad them like just walking behind me. They were like, oh, we're going to eat in downtown. So I'm like, I'm not going to have them walk it with me while I'm lost too. Like, so I'm like, no, it's fine. I think it's like, and I was generally like, in my head, I'm like 75% sure that was the garage.
Yeah. Wasn't?
No, it wasn't even a garage. It was like, I don't know what it was. So now I'm like, bro, oh wait, maybe it's this street. So it was a constant like hour of like, oh wait, maybe it's this one. So then after I exhausted all options, I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous, bro. How did I not? And then I was like, all right, let me go back to the CVS right across the street from the Kaseya Center and then retrace. Because I sent myself the location, but like I told you,
your phone died.
My phone died. And in my watch, I don't have the mobile.
Yeah,
I don't have the one where
I don't know who pays for that mobile data.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be balling to do that.
Walk by like the same cops like 4 times. They're like, "Yo, are you lost?" Like,
yeah,
yeah. I'm like super lost. I'm like, "Yo, can you guys point me to like any garages around here?" They're like, "There's like 6."
Yeah.
I'm like, and bro, so this whole time in my head, I'm like, I didn't go that far.
Yeah.
So they ended. I see a cop that like he goes to my gym. So I'm like, all right, I feel a little more comfortable in. And I'm talking to him, and something in my head, I think he said something that sparked in my head. I'm like, oh, wait, I can still check messages on my watch. So I went back to kind of see, because you can kind of see like the little map and see the streets around it.
Okay.
Like, so here, I think I can show you.
But like, what do you mean like messages?
You know, you get messages on your phone. You can go to the chat threads. So since I had sent myself the location, I went to it, and then like the last message is the map.
Yeah, you
so
can zoom in.
You can kind of see that. Like if you click on it, it won't take you because it has a load.
Right.
But you can kind of see what street. I'm like, all right, these 2 streets are next to it that I'm trying to do like that. And then he's like, yo, if you, he said something, and I look right above, and my watch recorded where I parked the car. Like it gave me the address. So I'm like, bro, can you please put this in your phone? And he doesn't. And it was up the block past the Brightline station.
Damn, sorry.
But because in my head I'm like, bro, there's no way.
Yeah.
But it's because in the morning, since I was in such a rush, because like I told you, like it took me forever to find parking.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be late to leave to to be able to race type of thing.
Right.
I was fine on time. But I was just the anxiety kicking through type.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I went around the Brightline, so I never even saw it. I just went around it. So when I was looking for it, I'm just like, bro, what? And then when I passed Brightline station, I see the entrance I went through. I'm like, you mother. Bro. And bro, also like the reason why I'm stressing is because I had committed to go to Miami Gardens after the race.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you'll be fine because you'll be done by like 9:30. You can go home, shower, like maybe even take a nap a little bit, and be here at 12:30 for the service and help them load out because they had to like load up a truck.
Yeah.
So I committed to that.
Yeah. So you had to do like.
So I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna have no time to shower.
No.
This is in Gardens too.
No,
like,
and to them, you're gonna flake because your
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
died.
exactly. They're like, thank God the girl hadn't texted me, but if had she, like, it would have never gone through. So it'd be
Yeah.
like, this guy blocked me.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So, yeah, bro, it was a hectic. Like, I didn't really rest after the race until like 6ish, and I
That
knocked
ain't
out
bad.
like the minute I got home.
Well, that was your weekend,
Yeah, that was my Sunday. Well, yeah, that was my
bro. My weekend, opposite of that, chilling.
chilling, vibing,
Yeah.
drinking it up at Disney.
Nah, tampoco así.
Nah?
Bro, you know I don't drink that much anymore.
You really don't.
Not unless it's
I'll be
Casalú
capping, bro.
sponsored. Pero, bro, yeah, like I don't know. You know what? We talked about it before. Where I'm like, yo, I feel like we went so crazy like earlier in our 20s that we're like, yo, right
You're
now,
talking about
like,
it on the way here, like our heyday.
I'm like, yo, cause so we're shooting in Wynwood, and I'm like, yo, we used to go to Wynwood every fucking weekend,
Every weekend.
Like,
bro.
and go crazy, like,
Alcoholics, bro. Like,
bro, like I'm like, yo, now I'm like, like.
I have zero urge to drink it anymore.
We talk about it in our group chat how we're like, yo, our Wynwood days are counted.
Yeah, like we have a couple more outings in Wynwood.
We have a couple more in
We
us.
have a good amount in Brickell because Brickell's like a nice.
Yeah, you can. There's like more bar. You know where I want to go? Mama Tried
Oh yeah.
and Dante's. Those are like the bars that I'm trying to hit up.
I'm trying to like.
And Nico's always telling me like, yo, we gotta go there, and I'm like, all right, bro.
but
One
Nico
day I'm gonna
here
take you up
in
on that.
Fairmont, bro. Nico's always
Yo.
dirty.
Yeah. I was gonna go into it. I'm like, let me not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
shout out
after.
to you, bro.
Shout out to
You hooked it
Nico.
up
Let's
with
do
the
something in
Ethan.
Miami, bro.
Facts. Tell David Beckham stop playing.
But bro, so whatever, yeah. Weekend went to Disney with Mandy, chilling. Disney has underrated food. Let me tell you,
I've always said that.
they have
Well,
really. Bro,
you gotta also. Y'all have to wait. You guys also have to understand these people stay at like 5-star.
Nah,
Disney.
tampoco
They
así.
stay at the like 5-star.
We just stay on
Bro,
property.
They stay at a hotel with sand in the pool. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, we're like, yo, you want to go to the beach? Nah, it's a pool that has
It's
sand.
a
in
pool
it.
that has sand in it, bro.
Artificial sand.
It's crazy.
But that's just Disney magic. That's just Walt living his dream.
It's just- yeah, it's,
That's just Walt being a
I
visionary.
feel like he's up there. He's looking down. He's like, I created this.
Yeah,
We own acres.
but literally, he owns a city basically. But bro,
So, yeah, you were at Disney.
I ate like real good at this place, like in one of the resorts for like
Mhm.
$60. I got a steak. I got like a bunch of like
Was it
$60, bro.
all you can eat?
No, it wasn't all you can eat, but it was
Wow.
like it was filling.
It was good food.
Bro, because we were like, you know what, like, because we left my house to go there in the morning,
Yeah.
and we left like at 6 a.m. to get there and just go to the park, like drop off the car, go to the park. So we get there in time, and like, oh, the room's ready, perfect. We'll drop off the bags in the room, and then we'll get lunch, and then we'll because I mean,
Go around.
bro, I don't want to go to a park like without having anything to eat, and then have to settle for like whatever food they got there. Like,
True. Yeah.
I'm not trying to eat up popcorn
Yeah.
for like all day, like. So
you kind of want to go eat, like, want to go well fed, and then
Yeah.
like, if you want, you can just snack on something around. type of
So we went to this restaurant that is literally walking distance from Magic Kingdom.
thing. Mhm.
Like it's the hotel right next to it. So we're like, you know what we can do? But we're gonna park there and
Just walk.
walk. And at the end of the day, when everyone's like trying to go home and like, oh shit, bro, we just walk back to the hotel and the car's right there.
Lit.
I was like, yo, elite move by me. I was like, that's big brain. But
Doesn't work out.
Nah, bro, I fucking ate a big ass steak and Mandy had she had like a turkey club or something like that. But like pretty good food, bro. Like, and I'm like, yo, this was like not that expensive. People always think it's expensive. It's just you gotta know where to go, bro.
I mean, no, Disney's expensive. Don't try to tell me it's not.
It is,
But
depending on where you go.
There are some places that it's worth
Yeah,
it being that expensive.
yeah.
Like the breakfast at
Bro,
whatever hotel
what?
that is.
That place is crazy. Yeah, I love
You
that
know,
place.
I'm
Bottomless breakfast.
And I'm a ketchup eater, but I'm in I'm in super big fear of asking for ketchup.
Yeah.
Because
But when I was there, I saw one of the craziest things I've seen in my life, bro.
what?
So you know how at the end of the night they have like the fireworks show and all that shit.
Yeah.
So me and Mandy were like, you know what? Like we don't have any more like fast passes or anything like that. So like, let's just watch the show. Like we haven't been here in like, I think we didn't go all last year.
To imagine.
Yeah, like with my
And
with my
that's
job
saying
situation.
something about
Yeah,
them,
with
bro.
my job situation, we didn't go last year.
Yeah.
So, I was like, you know what, we haven't gone in like a year and a half. So like, we'll do it, whatever. Yo, there was this. I'll never forget. There was this dad who put his his daughter who was, bro, she had to be like maybe 2 or 3. He put on her shoulders to watch like the fireworks, and yo, some fucking lady in the back was like, put her down. I was like, yo, what? Like
serious, like Matt.
yeah, it's like, yo, it's like, hey, we're trying to see here, put her down. I look back, una vieja, bro. I'm like, and part of me is like, yo, like, why is this old lady like trying to see
Like-
so bad? Like, like this is a little girl. You're screaming at her.
A baby that doesn't
No,
comprehend what's
And then whatever, the guy looked back, whatever, he ignored her. He just kept doing it. So, like, bro, like 2 minutes later, the la vieja goes up to the guy. She's like, hey, we're trying to see here, buddy. Like you can tell, bro, middle America, like Midwestern, like
not corporate America. Blue
hey,
collar.
buddy, like
Blue
yeah,
collar.
like that. She's like, hey, we're trying to see here, whatever. And
You sound like this. You sound like Mickey right there.
the ha ha, I can do the voice, ¿viste? Whatever. So, no, now the wife gets involved. The wife of the guy. She's like, she's a 2-year-old. You're a grown woman. Like she's trying to see whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, se formó una bronca ahí, whatever, and then
Gringos?
literally, yeah.
They're
But
all
everyone
gringos?
everyone was like, yo, she's fine. She's fine. Like
Yeah.
I
Bro,
love when I love when other people put people in their place.
I love when people
that
put
shit.
Karens in their place. Go ahead. I'll let you.
No,
finish.
and yeah.
'Cause you
but-
remember this one I'm about to bring up too.
So whatever, the guy ended up doing like
I'll
top
solve it.
tier move. He looked at her. He's like, he didn't even say anything. He just stared at her. He's just like, he just kept going. I was like, yo, standing on business, bro. I was like,
Bro, Disney drama is hilarious. Bro.
I don't,
Nah,
nah,
but
I've
you don't
never
remember-
seen that shit like a grown woman like.
You remember the guy at the Typhoon Lagoon when we were waiting for like the shuttles, and he was like yelling.
Oh my god!
He was
yes.
yelling at the worker. He's like,
Bro.
So this guy was mad because we had to wait out. Like
We-
it was taking a while.
Yeah,
but
but like
also
you
like,
can understand it's
the
late.
entire
like,
park is leaving.
at this time, at this specific time,
like,
yeah.
They can only fit so many people on buses. So it was just funny. Like he's like complaining to the worker that could do nothing about
Literally,
it. Like,
she's not driving the bus.
like she's just telling you to wait here. That's
She's
it.
like, hey, sir, like,
He's
sorry,
like,
whatever.
He's like, I know you're not driving, but you're gonna take it because da da da.
yeah.
And he's like,
He's going off on her.
Yeah, he's like going off.
I forgot what he said exactly.
I remember exactly.
Oh,
what he
okay,
said.
go.
He was like, he was like, hey, I'm just saying what everybody else is thinking.
Oh no, yeah, but before that, he said something like wild. He
No,
said
he
something
did,
like
he did. Then we were all like,
he said something like I think he started cursing. I think that's what it
he's
was.
like,
I think he just started like f-bombing her or whatever, like the worker.
yeah.
And everyone's kind of
This
like
is-
looking at him like, what the
He's
hell?
This
Like,
is effing ridiculous. Why should we be waiting this long?
yeah,
this
it's like,
is
I
that.
fucking paid for this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you already know how it's going, whatever. And then he makes the mistake of going, I'm just doing whatever, I'm just saying what everyone's
Yeah,
thinking,
see,
and
and
everyone
then
loudly
literally-
together was like, no, he's not.
no, he's-
Bro, it was like everybody just dunked on him.
all
This
at
is-
once, bro. I thought, bro, that was the fun.
That was hilarious.
I remember his face.
Oh no! And then when we got off the bus, and then
he sped by.
bro,
His
he's
daughter was
walking
with
by.
him.
Yeah, his family's like disowning him.
I was like, bro, I'd be so embarrassed if that was my dad, bro.
bro, I would not walk next to him.
No. I don't know you, bro.
No, I'd be avoiding him at all costs. But I'm like, yo, I'm not walking next to you until we get to the resort,
Literally.
because I'm not putting up with this shit,
You
bro.
say
The other day, I was talking to somebody about it, and I think I've asked you this before too, but I was talking about, I'm like, yo, what's the Latin thing that you like from the generation before you that you're not gonna bring into your next generation? Like what's the thing that you've grown up with that you're like, yo, this shit is stopping with me. I'm not bringing this to like my kids or anything like that. I'll start right just to set you up, bro. My kids are not gonna be seeing raisins and picadillo, bro. I'm stopping that right there.
You're being. I was gonna go more like
No,
layered.
no, bro. I don't understand raisins. I don't know why Cubans put raisins in picadillo, and it pisses me off, bro.
Does it taste good or something?
It tastes horrible. Like, not just that. olives in picadillo. Take that shit off, bro.
What?
Take that shit off. I'm not buying olives in my house.
Yeah.
Raisins, get that shit out of here.
Damn, if you would have caught me like a year ago, I would have been like onion in my rice.
Onions in your rice?
Yeah. Like my mom puts onions
In the
in
rice?
white rice. Yeah. But it does give it flavor though. I've realized that. Like growing up, I'm like, oh wait, it kind of doesn't taste that. It's just I always hated it. I would always take it out. I would always pick it out because I'm like,
you know what that is with me is the bay leaves on the frijole.
Oh yes.
I mean, like they give it flavor, but I'm like also like, yo, when we're done cooking this shit, take this shit off, dog. Like,
nah, mine was gonna be more deep layered, like, not being so, like just aggressive.
You're gonna go deep. I'm talking about picadillo. You're talking about like, you're talking about real beef.
I was like, yeah, literally. My stuff is that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, food wise, yeah, that or like.
Also, like lateness, bro. I feel like
That's
like
bro. I'll be honest. That's like my mom has always been the type that like she fits that stereotype of in appointments at 7, she's there at like 6, like an hour before because she doesn't want to be late. I haven't met people that are late until I've met my friends, like where it's like it's the norm to be an hour late.
You know, I used to be early, and
I cannot be early.
Maybe towards the beginning, I was early like at places, and then Mandy was late so a couple of times. I was like, I'm just gonna come late because if I gotta wait, like I'm just gonna come late.
Well, that's different. That's a couples thing. Like you guys, like you have to wait on her.
Yeah.
So it's like you have.
And then now I just got used to it. Now
exactly.
I'm just late.
Now you're just like.
But there's a reason why it's called running on Cuban time. Because you're just always like if I tell you, yo, I'll be at your house at 8.
Yeah.
I left my house at 7:50. Like. And that's early.
When I tell you I'm on the way, I'm actually just getting dressed.
Nah, tampoco así. What are you talking about? I'm pretty punctual.
That's literally everyone in our group, bro.
Nah.
I'm going based off of our group.
Yeah.
Like, and then I go based off of other groups. Like,
nah, our group is special, bro. That's
our group is like, I'm late sometimes because I force myself to be late. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be the
like
only.
the thing is that they're not gonna get there until like this certain time.
Like, whenever you guys say a certain
I get
time,
it. Girls gotta get ready, all that. But realistically, like
I wish we had a girl here because I generally want to ask, like, why is that like a thing? Like, why is it that girls like just always like, why can't they get ready on time? Why is that such a big mystery?
That's like one of the 7 wonders of the world is, no, that's one
Girls
of the
being on time.
No, it's one of the biggest mysteries of the world is why they start getting ready so late.
That's the 7th wonder.
No, that's 7 wonder, but yeah, biggest mysteries.
Yeah, I'm just always lost. I'm like, bro, why? Like, why couldn't you do this 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
If you knew it was gonna take that long.
No, literally.
But yeah, mine was gonna be more like,
I'm trying to think what else.
I'm
like
gonna talk nicer to my kids.
Yo, that's man unpacking trauma right now. Nah, yo, what's your like one of your goals this year, bro?
Oh, okay, that's part of my thing.
Oh, okay,
right,
damn.
right,
See, I didn't even know that.
That's good.
But like, cause I feel like we haven't talked to the people just us in a minute.
Yeah. And a big goal of mine this year is like to be a better friend, a better son and a better man in general. I'm trying to, I'm in this season of growth, bro. Like,
Yeah.
especially like 2024 really did start off like, but I prepared for it last year towards the end. Like I wrote a lot of stuff down that I envisioned for this year. And then like, I didn't realize how much that does help. Like writing all that stuff down,
For
and
sure.
vision boards and, a lot of stuff that I used
Me
to
and Maddie
look
set
at,
a
like,
date to do vision boards.
Yeah, like I used to think that was corny. Not corny, but just like you don't have to do all that. But I realized
You do. It's like
you do because it makes it more of a reality to
Yeah.
yourself. And then being in a season of growth for me, like I kind of owe it to myself to take myself serious. You get me? Like I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like, kind of like putting aside things that don't really matter, and then taking just more responsibility.
Yeah.
For me, because no one else is.
Bro, what's a I was about to say, what's a bitch, but like it's like noticing like you're getting older, bro, is crazy.
Yeah. It's
like being like, yo, like, and we're not even that old, but like in perspective of like how much life you have, like not even that old. Like people who are older are always like, oh, you have so much time, like, whatever.
bro. I
Like,
get
you
that.
talk to-
I get that so much. I'm like, I
And
don't
like
feel like it,
while
though.
you're in it, you're like, yo, I'm running out.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to run out of time, but
But you know, that's not. I don't think
I don't
it's a
think
bad thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I don't think
If,
it's a bad thing. I think it's a good driving vehicle
yeah,
to you having a better life in the future.
Yeah.
In a sense. So, yeah, bro. I started off the year good, bro. Like,
yeah,
I can honestly say that. You know, just for a lot of different reasons, but it's also because like I owe it to a lot to the people I have around me.
yeah,
You know, I feel like everyone around me is very focused on like their own life and trying to better themselves. Like everyone in our group is
yeah.
thriving. You know, like even if it
It's like,
doesn't look
sometimes
like that right
it,
now.
sometimes it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
but I
like,
guess
if you
yeah,
really think about it, like you know, you with your new job and
yeah,
it being such a blessing for you, bro. Like, and then Mandy's, you know, continuing to grow in her. You know, you guys are figuring out life together.
killing it.
You know, Julie killing it, Eileen killing it, Andre. You know,
This man,
this man has a whole
this man,
town to himself.
yeah, literally. Andre,
You
bro.
know, so it's just, and then everyone, you know, that you know, other new people that are in my life now.
Yeah,
It's just all a bunch of people that I sponge off of, and like that, and that energy does like contribute in the sense of like I'm not
yeah,
surrounded by like I honestly bless me for that because I'm like I could have the wrong friends and be think about other things or just
Yeah.
doing other things. So I don't
That's
know.
true.
I started off the year pretty good and you know just having a lot of faith, man. That's
so
been very big.
that's the word of the year.
Faith.
Yeah,
Uh,
or
no.
growth. Growth would be the
Nah, the word of the year for me is like accountability, bro. Just holding myself accountable. You know,
Yeah.
like deep inside knowing that I'm messing up or you're on track.
yeah.
type of thing. You feel me? Because if no one else, like if you don't hold yourself accountable, like you can lie to everybody else.
Yeah.
You can tell, yeah, I'm doing this. Da, da,
When,
da.
when you go to sleep,
But
you know the
deep
truth.
down inside, like you know you didn't do any of that.
You lay your head on that pillow, you know.
Yeah. So, but you're not doing any. You're only doing yourself harm. You
Right,
feel me?
right,
'Cause
right.
everybody else is just so focused on themselves. You know.
Yeah, like yeah. You know what? I used to think like I'm like yo like yo, like not that I used to care what people thought, but I used to think people were watching a lot more
Then
like what you were doing, and I've noticed I'm like yo, no one gives a fuck.
and the ones
Like,
that
nobody
do, bro,
cares.
it's because they don't have anything to do.
Not like it's just like, bro, everyone's on the grind of their own life, like the hustle and bustle of their own life. That you thinking that what you're
Someone
doing is not that it's affecting people, but like that what you're doing like matters that much to somebody else is like that's kind of arrogant. Like,
Yeah.
like bro, who do you
Who do you think you are?
oh, yeah, yeah.
Nah.
It's just like so. You know what I've taken this year is like being like, you know what, like I did they like nobody cares, so I might as well just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, like
Not that like yeah. I mean, there's nothing much else to say but that. Like no one really. And if they do, bro, who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like we were talking about it the other day, like how like posting on our personal page. We're like at this point we're just like, bro, like people can unfollow if they want.
I don't
you
care
know?
anymore.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, yo,
like,
if you're here, yo, welcome to the
so-
squad.
Yeah.
Team on me, team on three.
And that's why this rebrand for us was like cool. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's like
Cause yeah, bro, it's just us. It's like
it was
yo,
a
like
cool experience.
you know, I've found that I think for me, there's no such thing as a balance. I was telling you this before the pod, and I'm okay with that now. I'm like, yo, like I think of the life that I want to live, and I wrote it down. And I'm like, all right, like what does being like, all right, let's say like I'm like, all right, what kind of person do I want to be? I want to be someone who's healthy. What does that look like? How does the life of a health like? So a big thing for me, like, I've always loved, bro, since I was a kid. I love sweets. Like that's just like my fucking weakness. It's
Been a
like sweets.
foundation.
Literally, like, bro, I drank cafe con leches with hella sugar. Like that shit was just given to me as a kid.
No, I mean,
like,
yeah, I feel you, bro. I'm
like whatever. But a big thing for me was like I went like, I think it was like 2 or 3 months without eating ice cream, which for me was like, but I used to have ice cream like once every like 4 days, like type shit, whatever. And or even more than that, honestly. Like I don't know if there's a number, but it was close to like almost every day.
Yeah.
Like just because it was there, and like I didn't notice it, but like I was just anxious, and then I would just eat. Like I would associate like not having anything to do.
For me, it would be like a routine. Like
yeah, like you just pass by the fridge at a certain time. You're like,
like yeah, like why not? Just a little bit.
And yeah, and then it turned into like
a whole pint.
But
at least for me, you know?
For me, what changed it was like I was like, you know what, bro? Like I was like, all right, if I'm gonna be this healthy person, I have to like change my identity completely. Like I can't like, all right, if I'm gonna be this super healthy person, what does this super healthy person do? This person doesn't eat ice cream.
Yeah.
This person doesn't like do this. Like I've changed like my diet and like I'm trying to rewire how I view food as more of like a, like you can enjoy food while it being like based on like, yo, like food is strictly for nutrients. Like I'm not looking at it as like, I'm not labeling it as anything besides like what it does to my body.
Yeah.
So like that's like it for me, because I used to view food as like, bro, I'm telling you, as a kid who grew up wanting to be the guy from Man vs. Food, like I was like, yo, that's my fucking hero. I was like he gets to go around eating, and that's his job. Yeah. But whatever. But like that's like where I'm like, yo, like I gotta switch my identity because that's not the person I want to be.
Yeah.
Like I gotta switch like everything. I'm like, all right, I want to be a thoughtful person, a healthy person, a creative person, and just like a good quality person. Like so I'm like, all right, these pillars, what does that mean to me? How do I get there? What does a person that does that identifies with this, how do they live their life? And then that helped me like, and it's still a process. Like I'm not even like fully there. I don't think I'm even like remotely close to what I could be. And it's like I'm not gonna lie, it's a process every day of being like, I have to choose to be like that. Like it's not like it's not like an automatic thing where I'm not there yet.
No, yeah. I mean, it takes time, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we're only in, we're just finishing January.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, I think February is small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you're not gonna change in a month.
No, definitely not.
But it's daily. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's more like trying to be like, trying to be a better person. But there's so many. So obviously, I'm on like a different mentality this year too. Is because I have a different perspective on life. But that kind of has helped me because I've realized like the type of man I am, and like, am I happy with the type of man I am?
Yeah.
And, you know, in the last year, I haven't been happy. Like towards the end of the year, like, yeah, I was like changing that, but like, I'm not the quality of man that I know I could be, you know, and then realizing that and having, you know, faith in your life is just different. Like it helps you, you know, it helps you kind of like build those characteristics that you just spoke about right now, like everything that you like, the quality of person you want to be, like healthier, all that. Like for me, I've realized that for like my sake, like allowing God in my life like that has tremendously like affected that, because it's like, I don't even want to say living according to his life, because I don't know, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's just more, I guess, along the lines of, I'd say, trying to.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm not trying to be
cook.
No, because because I was having a convo earlier. I'm like, I'm not trying to be preachy. But I don't know. It just right now you were just saying all that. It's literally the same way I feel, because like for me it's more like daily battles in the sense of being a kinder like just. Because people keep thinking like, oh, what's my purpose? Like, what am I on this earth to do? Like, but I feel like we all have multiple purposes. Like a day. Like I don't think it's just one thing that you're meant to do. I think you're meant to do so many things, and adding to society in the sense of just being a kinder person to anybody. Like even people you don't like. for me, it's a challenge. Being nice to people that don't deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Even people that treat you like
shit, or like just people
that like they just rude for no reason or just take out their anger on you. For me, in the past, I've always gave in to that. Like, well, you want to reciprocate? I'm gonna reciprocate that energy. Like, I'm gonna be petty, and I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna do bad things. Like, not bad things.
Yeah,
but
like,
what I mean.
you want, like, if you're gonna be ugly to me, I'll be ugly to you.
But even just doing that, it kind of like delves into everything else, like wanting to be better, and that's why I said like I want to be a better son, a better man. Like that's why like yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine. You know, she was telling me, she's like, oh, you don't have no girls that like that you interested in, like, or even at church, like, are there any girls that you like, da da da? And I'm like, I generally told her, I'm like, nah, not really, because I know like me as a man, I can't provide for someone else like that right now, you know. And that's not talking monetarily; it's talking emotionally. Yeah. You know, like mentally being there for someone else like that.
Yeah, like right now, like you're focused on like everything. That
I'm
you
so focused on my plate that I wouldn't be able to focus.
Right.
But that's because God's gonna present that to you when you're ready for that.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I officially told myself that I'm going 100% all in on, you know, with him and his life, and from where I go now is like where he wants me to go. Yeah. But like I feel like when people hear that, that's why this is why I'm like I don't want to get preachy. Yeah. Because I generally believe like you still have to put in all the hard work.
No,
you know,
for
like,
sure.
It's like, you know, my pastor was saying that God doesn't empower the destiny, he empowers the steps you take towards your destiny. You know? Yeah. Because that could be there, but like if you don't put the hard work in, it'll never happen. So that's why like I'm working towards trying to be like it's just a better man overall.
Bro, let me go a little off topic, but you were talking about something there and it reminded me of something. Of like being a better, you were talking about being a better son. I thought the other day about being a better grandson the other day. Here's why. Bro, I went to go pick up my my grandmother's medicine at Navarro. Uh-huh. She's like, oh, can you go pick this up for me? I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. I don't mind. Like, I have some time. I'll go do it. And then at Navarro, you gotta give the person's birthday that you're picking up for. So obviously, I know her birthday, but the year, like I don't know why I just always like whatever. So I asked her, I'm like, oh, like what year? And I'm like, what, like 50 something, whatever, like 1950 something. And she's like, no, 45, like 1945, bro. She said that shit. I was like, God damn.
But your grandma was born during World War II.
I was like, yo, I was like, well, you seen a lot of the world. Yeah. I'm like, yo, 1945. I was like,
in Cuba,
bro. And I thought, I'm like, yo, you saw like, I'm talking about like the rise of Cuba, the fall of Cuba. You saw like when it was a good place to be in, when it was the worst place.
You saw when they brought in Fidel, and when they realized.
You saw when the mafia built the casinos in Cuba, like all that. But I was like, yo, 1945 is a long ass time. So sometimes I'm like, sometimes I get frustrated, like, and it's like it's nothing like huge, but sometimes like I'll get frustrated if I say something to her and then she's like,
doesn't understand,
and she like forgets it, and I'm like, no, like you have to do this, whatever, and she'll forget it, or like I'll tell her something and she didn't hear, and then I'll repeat it like 3 or 4 times, whatever, and you know. Sometimes it's okay, but like sometimes it's like I'm like, damn, like I gotta keep repeating whatever, and I'm like, yo, but honestly, she was born in 1945, bro. She's old, bro. Like, she's getting old. She's getting up there, dog. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, bro? Like, let me be a better person, and like, cause like, yo, she might, she's not. She's not gonna always be here. Yeah. So it's like, let me just chill. Like don't and like not pick a fight with like whatever, like small little bullshit that doesn't matter, like.
So then, let me ask you this: like, what steps are you taking to be a better person in general? Not just
like in general? Yeah. Bro, I saw this. I heard this quote that was like, in life you're either filling or draining, and I wanna fill. Like in terms of fill or draining is what I mean. Like your interactions with other people. you're either filling people up
or
you're draining them of something.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be draining with in any sense of like, yo, like I'm like relationship with people. Like for example, with you, I try to lift you up,
Yeah.
right? I try to lift other people up because I don't want to like take away from like or like just be a bother to people, like.
Yeah.
Cause bro, like you know, like people who are only like they only ask you for shit or like they only like it just drains you. You're like, bro, like
I guess.
like so a step that I'm taking towards that is like mindfully being like, yo, like how can I help you like with not looking for anything in return?
Mm-hmm.
Like how can I be more present? Also a big thing for me is being a better speaker and communicator is a big thing for me this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll give you this real quick. At my job, whatever we do, like client pitches to like, you know, on campaigns and stuff like that. So, at my previous job, I never had gotten to present to clients because I was just like the one that I was like the beginner. I was like, I gave the ideas, I worked on the presentation, but like the creative director would present them. Like I never got to that point.
Yeah.
But at this place, it's kind of empowering because they're like, yo, like, are you ready for your presentation? And I remember the first time I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, yeah, like, are you ready to present to the client? And I was like, yeah. Bro, I got off that call. I was like writing everything down because I'm like, yo, like, and then not that I've done it bad, but I'm like, yo, like, this is not like how I know I can present.
This is not the best.
This is not how I can speak. This is not how I can like sell this idea to you. Like, so, and it's crazy because we have a podcast, but it's like, it's different when it's like, it's your client that you're trying to sell.
So
and
I have like a smaller version of that, but go ahead.
No, that's it. That I'm like, yo, like,
so
that's literally the difference between me getting to the next level of my career is like, can you be can you sell ideas to people?
So I have like a smaller version of that same thing because I also want to be a better communicator. I've realized that like sometimes and this is where it came out in a sense. I feel like I don't speak my best. Like on a one-on-one like this with random people, I do. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
But the minute it comes to like, you know, not public speaking, but just in a bigger group, I'm not ready for this. And it came to fruition like so on like at the church I go to, like I serve on a team. So usually before that you kind of like go through the message of the week. And then like there's one person kind of leading that, and then someone like ends it off with a prayer. And then technically on your team you do like a team huddle, and then you have to like, so you basically the person leading the team huddle is supposed to just hype up the team, like for like right before a service starts or whatever your event you're leading. And I remember the first time I had to do it, like lead the prayer, I was so nervous because, you know, when you start praying, right, like you don't really know how to do it. You kind of just talking, you're kind of just talking to God.
Yeah.
But like, you know, when you do it, obviously with more time, like you build up because there is a certain way to pray.
Right.
Like you do pray a certain way. And whatever, you learn that over time. Yeah. So, but I just didn't know how to do it. So I was like super terrified. And then I was a part of, on Monday, you know how I posted that control room post? Yeah. On Monday, I was part of like the platform huddle, which is like everybody, because it was a pastor's assembly. Yeah. So, you know, I'm in the back room with like all like the, you know, a lot of the people that are on staff there, and like a lot of people that I look up to that like I see them on stage and they talk, and I'm like, damn, you know, that's Pastor DC right there. Like this and that. They're all big people to me, and they're leading huddle, and I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, bro, please don't call me, because they'll grab anybody. They're like, you, come on, and I have like the name tag and everything because I was like helping out, but I wasn't supposed to be there that day, so I was like, don't, because you gotta like really hype everybody up, and I didn't realize how much of a skill that is, like of like the public speaking and really empowering somebody, and I've learned that through a lot of these pastors. But yeah, I just didn't realize how much of a skill that is, like really like so not just selling but hyping people up. So but like I feel like hyping people up is maybe a little bit easier than selling to somebody, because you're trying to convince them to
pay for stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, like,
to keep paying your money.
So yeah, that's one of my goals too. because
Yeah.
I'm like I really felt like when I was talking and like kind of giving my input on what the message was.
Yeah.
I was expressing myself, but in my head I'm like I know I could be expressing myself a lot better, you know.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot on here sometimes. Sometimes like I ramble on, and I'm like I know that I'm not really communicating my message correctly.
Yeah.
But I mean that also comes with practice, bro. And like that's why, you know, I told you I was like I'm gonna be doing a lot more face front.
Yeah, this
'Cause
year,
that
yo,
help-
this
that
is the
helps out a
year.
lot.
This is the year of personal branding for the boys.
Yeah, bro. For
Like
sure.
we're gonna be, and that's leads into accountability because I gotta be accountable with like
Yeah.
getting my own content off. Like
I mean, I've been pretty good on it, honestly.
Yeah.
My runs come in a lot easier.
follow till eternity.
Till eternity, yeah, bro. Like I'm actually like, that's with my boy Abram. I can't leave him out because that was his clothing brand. But you know, when I brought this idea to him, he was like, yeah, bro. You know, I think maybe this is what my brand was meant for. Like this is what this name was meant for. Because I just really loved it. I really loved the name and the little logo he had in his mission statement. And when I thought of that idea that I told you, I was like, feel like this would be perfect.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm working on the personal branding, but like it's not even personal branding because it's not.
It's just like a sub brand within you.
Yeah, it's a sub brand. Yeah, basically of.
But
what,
yeah,
what I wanna push
let's
out.
leave the people with a final message.
A final message. All right, wait, hold on. I gotta go to my notes.
Oh,
I write down my
shit,
notes
go ahead.
a lot.
Let me see if I could think of bro, just be better people, yo. Like honestly, it's easy to just be an asshole, and I don't know. Like it really is. It's easy to just live your life like thinking of you only, but try to think of other people. I think that's the general message.
So my big message, I guess I want to leave with today is you know, a thing that I have a hard time going, and this is gonna be a little bit of faith based too, but I feel like even people that just don't even believe in what I believe in,
Yeah.
also deal with is like letting go of control, right? Of trying to control, like you know how like we deal with the pod, and sometimes there's certain guests we want to have on, or just certain things that we want to do that, you know, as much as we want to put input into it, like it's out of our control.
Yeah.
So like we gotta just focus on what we can accomplish, and then whatever comes from that, you know, and we just keep moving. So I feel like the biggest message I want to give everybody is like, whatever it is in your life that you're dealing with, whatever it is in your life that you want, or a certain person you want, or a certain job you want, a promotion, whatever, like make sure you deal with everything. Like make sure you handle all that you can, and then whatever outcome comes from it, like you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, because Nick Bear also said this, like he was like, a lot of people think that like just because you work hard and like you gave it your all, like in business or anything, like you
should get something
like
from
you
it.
should get something from. No, like there's a chance that you will come up, even if you're all like it might not be good enough.
Yeah.
But like I'll steward this towards like more faith based, because like, you know, a lot of people try to play God and you can't play God. Like you just gotta live your life or work accordingly, like take your steps.
Yeah.
And if it's meant for you, it's gonna happen for you. Like I generally believe in like whatever is meant for me is gonna be for me, and God won't give me something that's not. So whatever doesn't happen, like whatever doesn't come out of it for me, it just wasn't meant for me. Like, you know, what his rejection is like is really more for my good, because he's so good to me that he's not gonna give me anything that would be bad, and maybe that's just not in my plans. You know what I mean? So I guess my biggest thing is just letting go of control. Just focus on what you can focus on and what you can control, and then from there on, like, you have to be okay with whatever result comes from it.
Legit. People. Every time I say people, I hear like my dad's voice going, "Oi, people."
I feel like it's such a like people.
Yeah.
It's like
But listen, if you guys want to support, honestly, just subscribing and liking is like huge. Like you know, we're not asking for anything that costs money. Just a subscribe and like will go a long way. Especially if you made it this far, like that means obviously like you're.
I had a few people hit me up, like we were listening to the whole thing not with Marco, with Restless.
Restless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Restless, dog.
Yo,
That
shout out
guy-
to Restless.
Shout out to Restless, bro. That, honestly, one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, just
Yeah,
because, like, bro, we were talking about, like, the deep state. Like, we
I'm
were
telling you,
talking
like,
about,
I posted on, I commented, I was like, bro, when he said the CIA, I started looking around. Cause I'm like, this
yo,
man's trying to get us.
yeah, I was like, yo,
They're listening, bro.
legit. Yo, so if you haven't, go check out the Restless episode right now. And yeah, leave a comment. Like, all that helps. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Love you guys. We're saying it right here because we're trying to be accountable. At least one episode a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes two, depending if we have a guest.
Honestly, like,
It's not hard.
it's not hard. Like,
We got it.
especially now.
We got it this year.
Now more than ever because we have so many things coming our way. Like,
yeah.
that are. it's
And if
just
you live in
our
Miami,
favor.
stay tuned. Maybe we do events this year. Like,
maybe,
you know, we'll see.
We're walking accordingly. So.
But we love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.